the opportunity for a Hollywood finish will take the 250.
Phoenix, there they go, down to the bottom, 4, 5 wide. Let's see if they can all keep it together. But Jacob Barker gets...
Remember last year when they ran the Weenie 500, they streamed it on YouTube, on their YouTube channel? They're bringing it to TV this year. Hello and good evening and welcome to the iRacing GT Sprint Series from Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps. I'm DJ Fluck. Connor Fuge is not with me tonight. He has some things to take care of, so I will be by myself for the most part unless we have a surprise visitor hop in, which may or may not happen. Let's meet the team. Tonight we have Hunter Hughes and Derek Booker and Colton Gardner and Tyler Vickery in the house. We got a pretty nice sized field, and let's head out there and meet him as the field gets ready to head out. And as you can see, it is raining here at Spa. This is a 90-minute sprint race. That's not right. We're doing a 60-minute sprint race here tonight. So we are going live here. Let's meet the drivers. Got a little bit of time here. So let's meet. Starting first now be Tyler Cheney in the number 1. Followed by newcomer Jordan White in the number 5. Oops, sorry, nope, we're out of order. Hunter Hughes will be in the number 5, not his usual number tonight. Followed by Wednesday Night Dash Robert Lewis in the 8. Wednesday Night Dash's Wesley Fuge will be in his usual 68, followed by newcomer Jordan White in the number 2. Wednesday Night Dash and iRacing World Series Tyler Vickery in his number 4, followed by Wednesday Night Dash Christopher Fuge in the 49. Christopher Chris. John Miles of JM Motorsports and voice of the Bottom Split Racing Series, which will be returning here soon, is in his usual 54, followed by iRacing World Series' Derek Booker. Wednesday Night Dash champion Colton Gardner and Jacob Barker in the 9 will round out the field. So let's get up here and let's get this into our blimp view. Pace car is off, and we are wet, and we are racing at Spa. Here we go. Oh, something's wrong with that. That is not... Something's goofy there. Alright, now we are underway. As Tyler Cheney cuts Eau Rouge a little bit, might have to slow down and give up that spot. And this timing and scoring is not working right. What is going on here? Something is up with our timing and scoring. Ooh, got a collision here. Yeah, I have no idea what is wrong with our timing and scoring tonight. We'll have to mess with that and see if we can get that figured out here. As Hunter Hughes takes over the lead and starts to pull away. He's got a 1.1 second lead over Wesley Fuge. And as I say that, Wesley's into the sand. Or the rocks, whatever you want to call it. Let's go back down. Let's take a closer look at that one on our stadium scene replay. Let the rocks to slow him down there. No harm, no foul. Gets going again, and off he goes. Drops back down to 8th. Currently sitting about 12 seconds back. Turning to the action here. Jordan White getting ready to move on John Miles here, maybe. Improvised here a little bit. Top 4. Guess this is gonna have to do for now, unfortunately. On the fly here. Jordan was able to get by John Miles fairly easily here. Out on the fly, see if this working. Come on. Jacob Barker. Hello, Jacob Barker. Good evening.
DJ, how are you?
Well, always the never-ending technical difficulties, but at least the broadcast is up this week. That's more than we can say last time.
I'm about to say, that's a step in the right direction.
We were getting ready to start the broadcast a couple weeks ago at Watkins Glen. It turned out to be quite a race, and weren't able to broadcast it, but I logged in to set up my computer. It was fine in the afternoon, and then I logged in the evening to get ready, and it's trying to tell me that my Windows wasn't licensed properly. And it wouldn't let me in. And I have a valid license. I paid for a valid license from an authorized Microsoft vendor. And then I tried to reactivate it. It failed. And then it's like, well, you could try to call in and manually activate over the phone. And, I used to do that in the Windows XP days. That was like, if you had to reformat, that's how you had to reactivate. But
Also, that's been a hot minute since that was...
It's been a while. But then you have to select the country so you can get the call-in number in your code. And the scroll bar wouldn't go any further. Ooh, a bit of a slide from Jordan there. Somebody coming off a pit road. Robert Lewis, but it wouldn't go down to the U, so I couldn't get the U.S. number to call in and go through the U.S. activation process. And finally, I ended up that weekend like reformatting my drive and like memory testing for errors, and after the reformat, it ended up reactivating. So I have no idea what happened. It was strange.
Well, as always, it's never a dull moment around
No,
here at iRacing.
absolutely not. So, and as also many people have noticed, I have I have been largely absent the last several weeks. And fortunately, I think I'm through the worst of that now. And hopefully to get back on my my normal schedule here. But the for this week at Wednesday, I was at a work function and got home about 40 minutes after the race started, and then the week before that I was out of town. So it's been a while since I've been in a race.
I'm about to say it has been a hot minute. You missed a really good one on Wednesday. I'm sure you saw the finish, but
I did.
Thought I had a shot at it, but you know what? It's all good. Take a P2 any day of the week.
Walking out of there on the podium with the amount of talent that's in the series, that is a win.
It's
as good as a win.
I'm telling you, as I've come in, which granted, this was only my rookie season was the Xfinity season of last year, right? Or my rookie season was that season. The amount of talent that has come in the last 2 seasons has been astronomical. So
yeah, you're absolutely right. And here's the thing: is we've had lucky to have Chad Winstead come back, and Chad was, I mentioned this before, was part of the original group when we went into a broadcasted series, and he was kicking our butts, and it wasn't even close. Colton had joined the league at the end of that season and was like 3 seconds off of him at Phoenix, and that was like the closest anyone had ever come to him. It's just, he was just and obviously he's still extremely good, but like he's getting beat. There's people beating him, and and other people too that have been around for a long time have been obviously making improvements, and and here Eric and I are hanging out. We're going for mid-pack mentality, and good with that.
Yeah, and as I said, the talent just keeps on progressing, which obviously makes the racing harder. That's not to discredit, anyone that's in the field, such as Dawson or Colton or whoever else. It's just how the cards fall. You got more and more people who are wanting to sign up for Wednesday Night Dash, and as the talent and the roster fills up, the chances for winning decrease.
Oh yeah.
Right? As Tyler Cheney is dead. He is dead. He just went barrel rolling
Let's get that on the
after he
replay
hit the sand trap. My goodness.
Got the
As I'm
replay
going
on
to
right now here.
I'm going to connect my wheel.
We might have a crash of the week candidate right there.
Hey Cheney, that looked really good on the broadcast, so thank you for that.
Holy crap!
Hey bud.
So listen.
Good evening.
What's up, buddy?
I don't like the rain. Every time I'm fast, it decides to rain. It did it at the Glen. Did it here. I don't know how I flipped. I quit.
Skill issue.
Well, I mean, and unfortunately, you had an even worse issue with the actual 6 hour, and.
Oh my gosh! Let's talk about that.
I think everybody saw that one.
Yeah. Well, I saw your perspective, but then I saw another video that kind of went semi-viral, showing we'll say the 2 goofballs that caused the issue, and and
If
then
I
here
remember
comes the Team
correctly-
Extreme car right into.
If I remember correctly, the official iRacing account did post that video. So congratulations, buddy. You were
Wait, it
so
did?
viral.
I didn't even see that.
Oh, no kidding.
Yes.
I saw somebody else posted the video showing how the two cars got into the position they did, and basically parked it going up the hill, and then here you come around this blind corner and the road is closed.
Also, didn't help that my spotter went, "Hey, you got a caution ahead," as I'm halfway up the hill. So,
Sam, I'm calling you out right now, dude. You got to get better at that.
we were like, for the next, we did 4 attempts. So for the next 3 attempts, we were like, we need somebody spotting the car and then somebody spotting 50 feet ahead, just to make sure.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, I'm fucking sand trap just got me. That's crazy. I was like, oh, I'm spinning out again for
Well,
the 5th
there,
time,
there
and
you go.
then I lifted off the ground.
Here's your swear for the broadcast, DJ.
Dump 7 seconds.
Oh, my bad.
Sorry. we get one a stream is the rule
Yeah,
here.
but I'm gonna freebie a stream.
Gotcha.
It's all right.
The way the sand trap grabbed me and ripped me
Oh
over
my
was kind of
god, that was insane. All right, I was actually gonna put it.
I wish I was streaming. That's a funny one. But, oh well.
So I have a story, and Connor's gonna kill me for telling this, because it just happened in our most recent race session. So Wesley and I, we were on a call before Connor even got on, and Connor said something. I overheard him. I said something to Wesley, and Connor said something back to me, to which I unfortunately I cannot repeat. We would get canceled. If I were to repeat
please don't.
that. And so Wesley goes, "Hey Jacob, do you know who you're shipping into turn 11?" Because we raced at Sonoma, and so he goes, "Hey, you know who you're shipping into turn 11, correct?" I said, "Yes, I do." And so we get into the practice session for the race, and I was on a hot lap, and Connor just so happened to merge out in front of me from pit road. He goes, and Wesley's my spotter 90% of the time when he's not racing. And Wesley goes, "Hey, so there's public enemy number 1 in front of you." And I go, "Yeah, I got you." And so I asked Connor to move over out of like, turn 7 or whatever it was, because I said I was on the qualifying lap. He goes, "Wait a minute! What do you mean I'm public enemy number 1? So it took him from about turn 2 to about turn 7 to realize he was public enemy number 1.
Yeah, we're in the dark. It looks like the track is moderately wet. They're still calling it.
I'm going back out on dries if you want to show.
Oh, I'm watching right now. Go ahead.
They're still changing the tires. Hang on. I have a really slow pit crew. Okay, there we go.
There you go. All right, we are live.
Hey, buddy boy.
We got Tyler
Do we think I
in
can make
the
it all out?
broadcast booth,
I'm already tight.
and we're following him out of the track.
I think I can make it half a lap.
Kind of busy. I mean, it seems to be drying pretty quickly.
So the good news, if I'm not mistaken, you have it on like 8 times speed or something like that.
Eight times, yeah, real-time clock.
So it should
So it's just actively
dry
not turning.
decently quickly.
Yeah, all those marbles.
Tyler, what you should do, you should, if you make it back around, you should spin out in the same spot and see if it'll catch in the sand trap.
Oh,
Oh, you're not gonna make it there.
Oh.
We're good. We're alive. We're
He's
alive.
alive. He survived. He survived.
Yeah, the drives are not grippy at all.
I think the sand has more grip than the track right now.
It literally does.
You keep it up, enough of the sand will be on the track.
Oh, there you go.
There he goes again.
Oh.
Into the wall.
I'm about to say, you
Do I have a
just
rear
lost-
wing still?
I
you
can't. I
don't
don't.
have a rear
Nope.
wing.
I think I see it on the ground, and I think you're about to drive over it. Yeah, you just drove over it.
Oh, I have a beep ball. Okay,
All right. So much for that.
we're gonna try this. Oh my god.
Currently, we
So
have
we're
3 cars on the lead lap right now.
what
Can
is-
this spread out by 30 seconds each?
Yeah, I got 18. Chris Fuge is 18 seconds behind Hunter, and John Miles is 54 seconds behind Hunter. So.
And I'll say that's kind of ironic for John,
Oh yeah. There you go.
since that's his number.
It's 55 now.
I'm trying to open the. I'm trying to like recompile the broadcast screen. I don't know why all of a sudden it just doesn't work. All right. Nothing like
It's like
fixing.
Tyler's internet.
Yep.
I'm telling you, you got to get yourself a Spectrum sponsorship.
Did you see the Haim and Jesse Love and hosts of R going back and forth at each other on social media this week?
God, it was so funny. That was so funny.
As a Corey Haim and Jesse Love fan, I was very indulged in that. That was a very enjoyable
And
experience.
they're even like dogging each other's sponsors too. That was fantastic.
As a certified non-Jesse Love lover, I was loving it as well.
All right.
So DJ, what do we got coming up here in the next month or so?
I'm
We've got
so
the
glad-
start of
So glad you asked.
Bottom Split, correct?
We do. Bottom split's coming up on the 13th. We'll get that schedule up here on the screen right now. So I'll make up for my missing auto club here in a couple of weeks. Actually, we have a special event coming up on Tuesday night. Which thought I had a graphic for it, but maybe I don't. Calling it the Great American Thunder 100 using the Indy Next cars. It's kind of our own version of the old Freedom 100 back when it was the Indy Lights series, running those smaller cars for 100 miles around the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, or 40 laps, and it'll be a good time. And the newly married man, Garrett Jarnigan. First off, congratulations, and
Congrats, Garrett.
Garrett, he managed to make his way to the chat to heckle us and heckle everyone.
Yeah, so Great American 100.
Great American Thunder.
I will not be there. Yeah, I will not be there, sadly, but I've heard those little buggers are a good time.
They slide a little bit. It's gonna get interesting. We're actually back here in a couple of weeks on. What was that, July 10th, I believe? Yeah. We're gonna be going to Road America next on July 10th here in a couple of weeks on Friday night. So that's free to join. You can join the Discord at fracingonline.com. Let us know you're here for the GT race, and we'll put you in that private channel. And we don't keep score, no limits. Just come on in and have some fun on Friday nights. And then, as we mentioned, the Indy Racing World Series will be back July 21st. We're gonna go to Nashville. Got some Kentucky mixed in there.
I'm looking forward to hopefully having a better finish to my IRWS season compared to this last season.
Yeah, I mean that was
I'm not
a brutal final.
I'm not gonna say anything else because I've held my tongue so much, but hoping to have a better campaign overall, because that was my first obviously my first full-time season in the Indy cars.
I mean,
But
you
I
won a
also
couple
feel
of
like,
races. You know, that's
yeah, for a rookie season, I feel like that's obviously winning races in one season is really good. But for a rookie season, I also feel like that's even better. Um, so I personally, I feel like that I learned a lot about the Indy cars. Definitely looking to improve uh, on the road courses, and I'm very glad that we only have 2 this season.
yes.
Um,
I
but I
don't
had
know
enough of the
why.
street courses after a while.
I don't know why Eric put 3 in there. He's like, oh, the group wanted it. I'm like, who wanted that? What, Ian? Like,
Definitely not.
I'm like, I think Ian was the only
Yeah.
one who actually did. Maybe, yeah, Hunter probably as well. But
Ian gets that championship privilege, I guess.
Garrett is currently
That,
drinking champagne out of a Best Western coffee mug he found at an antique store.
let's go, Garrett.
I don't know if you could beat that. That's a pretty awesome Friday night.
Let's go. No, what are you looking forward to the most for the next IRWS season, DJ?
I always like the way we end the fall. You know, we do a spring fall, and we always we did this a couple of years ago, but we always end the fall with basically a 50% Indy 500, and we do a 4-lap average qualifying for that event to end the year. And we usually get a bunch of people coming because they want to run IMS. So we usually have we get a 50% race. You got the 4-lap qualifying, closes the season out. You got a championship on the line usually, and probably the largest field we're going to have all season, all in one. So it's just a great way to close the season out. Just a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to that. And last year I lucked out and survived 2 last lap incidents to walk away on the podium and.
Yeah, lucky you. Yeah. So last year, that was my first IRWS race. Led half the race on, and gained like a 8-second lead on pit strategy somehow, some way. I don't even know how that happened. And then a late caution came out, and then the shenanigans unfolded like they usually do.
The shenanigans unfolded. Three wide into turn 1 in the last lap. It was 2 wide, but then I forget who it was. Somebody tried to wedge themselves in the middle between Eric and somebody else, and just it did not stick. And
I would be willing to bet it was Booker.
No, actually, he was. He had an incident later on turn 3, and that's where I managed to sneak into the podium position after that incident. But yeah, then Colton. It was Matt Faust and Colton out of basically a drag race to the finish line.
Yeah, I remember that. So going back to what we were talking about, looking forward to, what we're looking forward to the most this season. Honestly, Chicagoland is always a good time. I consider it my best track. It's a worn out surface, wide. It's like, how can I describe it? It's like if Homestead and like Kentucky had a child together. Because it's worn out, it's fast. You have to worry about tires there. I don't even remember the last time it was repaved, if it's been repaved.
I don't even know if they repaved it for the upcoming NASCAR races this year.
They did not.
Yeah, so it's basically they pulled the weeds and maybe patched a couple of holes and.
So they did the old North Wilkesboro method. Which, by the way, I'm very much looking forward to Chicagoland here in a couple weeks. But yeah, Chicagoland on the IRWS schedule, I think, is going to be a great time.
for almost
Iowa as well.
Oh, there's a Wesley turned sideways as Chris cruises right by his brother.
Wesley, what are we gonna do with you, brother?
I for almost a decade I lived about 40 minutes from Chicagoland Speedway, and I never went to a race. I don't know why.
Man.
But the only time I ever stepped foot on the grounds of it was actually to drive on the track. And
that's fair.
Yes, my only experience at Chicagoland Speedway is 10 laps around in an actual Indy car. You know, so
Jesus.
it was crazy too. You know, back in the day, it was, I don't know if they're still around, but it was, you know, it was called the Andretti Gordon School, and they would bring out, you know, older NASCARs, and they would have Indy cars there. So they'd do like a NASCAR session, and then they'd have the Indy car session right afterwards. And you know what you would do? Whoa, there goes Jordan. Oh boy. Or no, sorry, that was Hunter.
Hunter.
Yeah, that was Hunter.
He is in a really bad spot right now, but good thing that there's nobody
around
him.
The oh, look at this. Chris is
Chris.
Here comes Chris. Since we don't have live timing on the screen, he has cut that down to 10 seconds. I think Hunter is in the pit. No,
Hunter's still on track. He's
track.
coming out of 27 right now. He might have damage. I don't know. Let's go back.
I have to assume he has damage after that. That was kind of a hard hit.
That was a pretty hard hit, now that I'm seeing it.
I mean, he seems to be moving all right, but Chris is cut in 9 seconds.
I would assume that a toe is knocked in or something.
It's a fast repair. You know, limp all the way back to the pit road and get that fast repair, get back out there. I was saying about Chicagoland. So what they would do is you could buy multiple sessions, and they basically put like a speed governor on there. And and the first time out, like I ran I forget. I think I clocked a lap at like 152 or something like that. I have to find the paper. It's somewhere in my pile of junk in my closet here. But yeah, I think my lap time was 152 miles an hour. But I think the guy told me like I peaked at like 168 miles an hour at one point. For having
pretty impressive.
Having a 15-minute, lack of a better term, crash course on how to drive these things and go out there and do that. I was like, you know what, I feel pretty proud of myself. And what they would do is if you bought multiple sessions, they'd cycle through the group, and then they'd start session 2, and then they'd bump it up that you could actually like top out to whatever the next tier was. And if you went and bought a third session, you could actually top out at like 185 around Chicagoland.
Holy heck.
After previously only 20 laps of experience. Pretty
holy heck.
Yeah, pretty trusting. But and Chris is coming in for some service.
So let's talk about bottom split really quick.
Yes.
I will be honest, I forgot that bottom split was coming up because here's the thing about it. To begin the year, January, February, March, and April, I was racing sometimes up to 5 times a week. And now, in June, I'm only racing maybe 2 times at the most. So I am definitely looking forward to bottom split starting up to definitely get some more on-track time. Because So our Monday night league that we run at like 7 o'clock on Mondays wrapped up earlier this month, and we're kind of lost as to what we want to do. As somebody just spun,
I heard it.
I think it might have been I.
I heard it. I
It
can't
was
find it.
Booker, I think. Yes, it was. He kind of did like a half slide going up Eau Rouge and Radion.
Ooh, let's go back and see that.
Um, so, as I was saying, we have been kind of lost as to like doing stuff on Mondays because all we really have now is practice on Mondays for Wednesday Night Dash, and we're still like biting at the chomps to
Good save,
do
though.
something.
Really good save, though.
That was a beautiful save. So like I said, we're still wanting to do stuff on Monday. We just don't want to go in between of what we normally do on Mondays, because that's normally like our big day. Like that's the time that's the day that we're normally together the most. I would say, on track wise. It obviously just depends, but
Booker spins again.
oh no.
This time we caught it as Hunter was going by. I don't know what happened to Chris.
So
he had a long pit stop. He fell 30 seconds behind.
Probably not used to the long pit stops. He probably changed tires, is what he did. You really don't have to change tires during these pit stops. I'm willing to bet that's exactly what happened. So DJ, I couldn't help but notice that half of the the bottom split schedule is the same from season 1. So tell me a little bit about that. Tell me a little bit.
Well,
buddy.
I'm going to defer to Eric on that one.
So
Eric, there's the joke and then there's the serious part. The joke was that I had scheduling taken away from me after what we all have experienced as our first half of the Wednesday Night Dash season, for as brutal as it has been. And
fair.
That's not really what happened. What happened was Eric and I are trying to, as we start to figure things out, and we're trying to kind of deep dive now into like the next way to make this better. And so Eric is working on operation.
Oh, there goes Booker again.
We're watching Chris, so he seems to have recovered quickly. But Eric's, he's taking care of the actual running of the league, where I am actually now focusing on trying to work on improving the broadcast part itself, from the presentation and social media and all that. And we've got some cool stuff I'm working on in the background that I have not really shown anyone yet. So I'm hoping we can unveil at least some of it for the fall. But we're trying to more personalize like the driver cards on the broadcast itself, and get like bios and social media and pictures and all that. And so that stuff's getting worked on. I'm trying to work on getting the stats to update real time after the race is over, so we can actually pop up updated standings as soon as the race is over, or even check in on a championship run. So I've really had to do a lot of math there and try to make that work. So it's going to be phase released for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I've got some. We're trying to automate it that I don't have to make graphics every week for the broadcasters. That it's just automated into a system that they log in and select the event, and it all preloads for them. Is kind of phase 1, and then phase 2 is start to take it up a notch. And that's that's what I've been working on the last month or so. But to answer your question, Eric put up. So our philosophy on scheduling is one is super speedways on the stock car
Yeah,
series.
yeah,
is
and
we alternate.
Auto Club.
Yeah, and then Auto Club making it gets alternated. Just more or less the same ish. But as far as other tracks, we try to look at a combination of where things have gone well in the past,
Right.
where the racing has been the most fun, and also try to balance the schedule out to make sure that we're getting across the schedule. And like I can tell you right now,
Right.
in the Wednesday Night Dash fall season, if you notice, we haven't been to Darlington yet this year. And
We just had a huge incident. I think John locked up and took out Chris, maybe, or oh no, what in the world happened here? Oh, Chris locked up.
Here we go. We're going to the replay.
Huge implications. I have no idea what happened there.
Got a little squirrely. Chris tries to make the move, and oh! Did he slide, or did he just not see him there?
I think he knew he was there. I think it may have locked up under braking.
Yeah, he might have. Let's go on board with Chris and see if we can figure out what happened there. 'Cause I still don't know. All right. So we are on board with. Oh, this is John. Let's go on board with Chris here.
I think it locked up under braking.
I think you're right. See if we can figure this out here. Okay. Backing it up. All right. Oh. I feel like he downshifted too fast.
That could be as well. As oh my gosh, as Wesley is sitting by the guardrail over
I
turn
can't keep
10.
up. I can't. Did you see that Pikes Peak incident where that car like almost went off the cliff?
Yes.
Holy crap.
Yes, I did. Oh my gosh.
Well, it's one of the world's most dangerous races for a reason.
I would love for iRacing to put Pikes Peak into iRacing. I think that would be hilarious.
There you go. Wednesday night dash.
look-
Let's just race up Mount Washington. Let's just put everybody out there at once.
Yeah, right. So going back to what we were talking about.
Oh yeah.
And I know what you say rings true. I know you guys do your best to keep everything consistent, right?
Yep.
So Auto Club, Kansas, Bristol, and Daytona are the same from season 1.
Yeah.
So I was just pointing that out just to point it out.
Yeah,
Because
and honestly, from a bottom split standpoint, it's funny too. Like when I was working on, one of the broadcast pieces, I have like an upcoming broadcast for like all of our stuff, and I use ChatGPT to help me like with some code checks and bug fixes and stuff like that. But I mean, I'm doing the work, and I had it generate some dummy data for me to just kind of throw in there while I was working, just to while I was tweaking the formatting. And one of the ideas it wrote is upcoming schedule: bottom split racing series at the Charlotte Roval. I'm like, oh no, no.
I would love to run.
Connor,
Split
I told
Roval.
Connor that yesterday, and he said the same thing. So maybe we have to put the Roval in next season.
Hang on, if you give me 1 second. I think my laundry is done. I need to get that done before we leave tomorrow morning. Oh
Yeah,
god.
probably should do that.
If you give me 1 moment, folks,
Yeah.
I will be right back.
So I will stall for time here. So So we've got 19 minutes left, and I still can't figure out why that variable is not working anymore, even though it worked the last time. Whatever. I was planning on redoing this anyway, so we'll figure it out. We'll get it working again. Alright, so while Jacob is coming back, two more races left in the Wednesday Night Dash Series. We'll head to Iowa Speedway on July 8th, and then the following week we'll close it out under the lights at Kansas, which is always a lot of fun. Kansas is fun in general, but Kansas under the lights is even better. So got that coming up. And yeah. And real quick while we're waiting here, and Dawson Buchanan has found his way back to the top of the Wednesday Night Dash standings. But Tyler Cheney's right there, Colton Garner's right there, Nick Warboy's right there. You know, one bad finish in the last two, and I mean, even Tyler Rouse is currently about 22 points back in fifth, can even chase it down. So
I was doing the math earlier, just because I usually don't have anything better to do at work. If I didn't miss last week and got a decent enough result, I would definitely beat up there. But I'm not too worried about it. In my personal opinion, just I was taking a self-evaluation about myself. I feel like that this has been my best Wednesday Night Dash season thus far. Despite
stepping it up in general across the board.
So about 3 months ago or so, I changed my philosophy about how I'm going to go about things. Like, I'm going to be more aggressive, but also I know what my limits are. And I've told myself there's a lot that can stop me, but the thing that can stop you the most is yourself.
Oh
yeah. And so that's kind of the philosophy that I've changed within myself, because I say this all the time. We bust our balls to practice for everything, and I'm not saying that to to gloat or anything, but I feel like that people watching or whoever that we race with, they don't realize that how much we bust our chops to achieve the best result that we possibly can, because we have won, if I remember correctly, as a team. SMR has won, as I think that's Chris off track, coming out of turn 11. We have won 25 races collectively, league races this year. And I don't remember correctly, but we have definitely taken really good strides this year. And like we were talking about earlier, excuse me, the competition within FR has gotten so just enormous.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And
so this is
we've there's been some behind the scenes bickering that's happened, and some moments this season. We're not, like, it's not kumbaya here by any means, and that's going to happen. You're dealing with, we had 29 different drivers take a start this season. You're going to have 29 different personalities. You've got people who take it extremely serious, and you have other people that, like, I mean, I'm not saying they don't take it serious, but, like, there's people out, in the, that finish outside the top 10, they're upset at themselves. Someone, to be honest with me, it's like with the quality of drivers, if I walk away inside the top 10, I'm feeling pretty good about myself. And yeah, it's not that I don't have the winning mentality. It's just, one, I know my limits, and I know that, like, you know, I'm making those strides in IndyCar. I am not making those same level of strides, you know, in the stock car side of the world. And you know, it is what it is. You know, that's, some people are just, you know, they're good at the GT racing. They're good at, you know, some people are IndyCar, some people are NASCAR people, some people are amazing at all of that stuff. You know, it's different styles of racing. It's different strategies. It's different. You know, it's, you're not gonna bang and beat up somebody in an IndyCar because your car's gonna get destroyed. You know, that's, if you're an overly aggressive person, you're probably not gonna do very well in IndyCar. You know, you have to be more precise, very, you know, selective in your moves, because one wrong move, your race is over.
Yeah, and that's the thing about it. Like we said, you have to know your limits, and you know, so you have won Phoenix in the IndyCar earlier this year.
Hunter slide through.
Oh gosh, Hunter. And so I have won.
You know, and Eric finally snapped a. Seriously, Eric
Yes.
has not won in 2 years.
Yeah.
In
let's
any
give
series,
Eric,
hasn't won in 2 years.
let's give Eric his flowers first.
Yeah, and it just for him, like, you could tell just the relief of getting that win at Michigan to end the season. You know, a lot of it is because he just seems to find himself in the middle of that accident, you know, no fault of his own most of the time. And that was like every week for him at Bottom Split. Like, he was always in that wreck somehow. And you know, same thing with you know, in the Indy Racing World Series, he had quite a few where he was up there late, and you know, Kansas is one that came to mind, and tried to make a little overly aggressive move and ended up taking Ian out on the final lap. And it was just this brutal stretch where he could not buy a win, and you know, he finally snapped it, and you can see, like, that pressure is off now. Like, okay, he's, you know, we reset. He is now 0 races without a win. So yeah, it's coming into next season here in July 21st. He's, you know, there's going to be a different mentality there. There's, you know, he's not pressuring himself to snap that winless streak anymore.
Yeah, and I agree, and I could talk about that win, whether it be a first win or a breaking the winless drought. It does so much for yourself. It does so much for your mentality. I would know. I got my first win at Homestead in IndyCar earlier this year, just overall. Any league race, that was my first win, period. And I had been close, I don't know, 10 times before that, just roughly, we'll say. And so, like we talked about, that weight off your shoulder feels awesome, and it can do so much for you as well. It can boost your confidence. It can boost, you know, your mentality. It does a lot for you. So yeah. I think that we can all agree that we are looking forward to IRWS and Bottom Split. So let's move on to the next season of Wednesday Night Dash that's coming up. Like, we got 2 races left, Iowa and Kansas. So I'm looking forward to both of them.
I honestly, I don't know what the schedule looks like. Well, I do. All right. So I know what 9 out of the 10 races are. I don't know what Eric has. The road course is not finalized.
Oh, Chris! No!
Chris.
Oh, he's upside down!
Oh.
He's barrel rolling down the tire barrier. He's upside down. He's turtle. No!
All right.
He did what Cheney did earlier.
Let's get let's see that on the stadium scene replay here.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that onboard is something else. No.
Whoa. And the headlights flashing around and upside down. Yeah. So, fair warning here. We're going to go on board for this. So, if you are sensitive to like motion or light, probably look away for a second. All right. So, you've been given your fair warning. Let's go on board and let's see what this looked like from Chris's perspective. All right, here we go. Oh. Oh.
Oh god.
And I need some Dramamine.
There you go, DJ. There's your you got two wrecks for wreck of the week this so far. So going back to Wednesday night dash, you've told me that Darlington is on the schedule.
Darlington is on the
And very
schedule. We're going to Talladega. We're going to Michigan.
Yep. Which I'm excited for Michigan in the Xfinity car because they normally don't go there.
No, they don't. That is pretty wild. Let's see.
My prediction.
Let's see if Eric
for
has the schedule.
My prediction for the road course, I think it'll either be Watkins Glen, Coronado.
No, it will not.
Chris,
it will
how was that? How was that, buddy?
Welcome, Chris Fuge.
Well, wait, hold on. I'm still sitting P3.
Are you?
Did you throw up all over your dashboard?
No.
When we showed the replay, we went to your in-car and we paused it and gave a warning to if you have like seizures and bright lights or motion, look away, please. And then like, okay, enough time's up.
Oh my god, I was watching you live, and I was started freaking out, and then DJ got to you in the middle of you barrel rolling and landing on the tire pack.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm P3 right now. John is a 10th behind me.
You have a hot John Miles behind you, bud. Here's your battle for you, DJ.
I'm on it.
So going back to Wednesday Night Dash, Darlington, Michigan, Talladega, definitely. I'm really looking forward to this season because I feel like the Xfinity car is the best out of the three because of horsepower. I don't know. It may just be me. But my prediction for the road course will either be Watkins Glen or, please God, let this be true, Road America.
So I can confidently say, even though I have not talked to Eric about this, I can confidently say it will not be Coronado. That is not happening.
That's
It's
fair.
gonna be the street. It's gonna be the Chicago street course.
No.
Problem.
Well, I mean, I guess I can't rule that out officially, but it will not be. I don't think it will, but it will not be Coronado, and it will not be Road America. I can confidently say that.
We need a Wednesday Night Dash race at Road America. I think that would be a great time.
And the thing is, like, you know, we're on our 8th season of the Indy Racing World Series, and we have not been to Road America as the road course. You know, we've done
fair
everywhere else. You know, we've done Barber once. Actually, we're doing it again this season, aren't we?
Yeah. Barber's on the schedule.
Yep.
Barber and Watkins Glen.
So we're going back to Barber. I'm not a great fan of that place, but it is what it is.
if you want my opinion for two really good road courses on an IRWS schedule, and this is just totally my opinion. Eric, just don't listen to me if
watching.
you don't like it.
Eric's at work right now. He's not watching.
It's fair. Would be Road America and Suzuka.
Suzuka. Do they have fixed setups for that?
I would have to look, but I don't know.
We actually did that where we went through the fixed setups recently, and I already forget what it was. Like, right, because the thing we've run into is that iRacing will delete fixed setups.
Yes.
And that drives me nuts because we'll schedule it, and then the next, then you have the seasonal change, and then the fixed setup is gone. And that's happened to us, I think, twice now. Let's see. Let's see here.
We really strayed off the conversation about Wednesday Night Dash. We were talking about the Wednesday Night Dash schedule.
Yeah.
My hope. My one true hope was Darlington, and I got that.
You're getting that. You're getting that. That's happening. I'm like Eric, we can't go an entire year without going to Darlington. Like, that's unacceptable. That's just not.
Yeah. I mean, Darlington, in my opinion, is the best track on the schedule. If not, it's like
I mean,
top
personally, I don't like it just because of just how little room for error you have.
I love it. I absolutely love Darlington.
So we're looking at the O'Reilly fixed setups here, and fixed setups. Okay, so from a road course standpoint, you have Roval, you have Chicago, you have Coronado, you have Coda. We did Coda last year, so you have.
And I will say,
Ohio.
I will say, as someone who did 50 laps around Coronado last week,
I say we're shaking, like just like spazzing.
Oh my god! I could hardly stand after we got done because we were in the sim for 2.5, 3 hours or so. So as I was saying, Coronado is not that bad if you just ignore all the shaking.
That's a pretty big ask.
I know. We did a Sonoma tonight, and I was telling Colton, I was like, I would rather be at Coronado.
Yeah, so we have your O'Reilly fixed setups. You have Watkins Glen, you have Sonoma, Road America, Portland, Indianapolis.
As long as we don't go back to St. Pete ever again, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, that was fun, having the back-to-back there. It was different. The Wednesday night race actually went, I think, extremely well. In general.
I didn't practice for that race nearly as much as I should have.
I was not ready for it, so I parked it after I took the start. I finished my lap and I parked it, and then I basically went de facto race control just in case. And
yeah.
I didn't have to do anything.
Hunter,
I just put it on blimp mode and just watched it.
Sorry to interrupt. Hunter is either taking the white flag or he just taking the checkers.
He is starting his final lap. Yeah, he is taking his final lap, so we're on the final lap here. Man, we plowed through this hour.
All right, Chris, don't mess up your final lap. As you mess up.
No, I didn't. That'd be
Denial.
great. Oh God.
About to say denial is the first step. Don't forget it.
John is surprisingly good.
John
Really
is. Yeah.
Ouch.
I don't.
Damn.
Well, not that I think John's bad, but like I've talked to John, and John and I, or at least I've given John the sense that I'm awful at road courses because I am, and John has given me the sense that he does not like them. I could be wrong,
He had
but I
a-
mean
he
he
had a
is.
great outing at Mexico City in the next gen car. Like that.
Oh, yeah, he
that,
did.
That is not an easy. That was not an easy place to drive. And
Yeah, as long as we don't have the next gen at Coronado next year, I'm
I mean, again, it's Eric's call, and
I know.
Eric doesn't own the track, and if he doesn't own the track, it's not going on the schedule, more than likely.
Watch the dive bomb, Chris.
Yep, he's there.
There he goes.
Ah!
Oh!
Bonk!
I can't
Get
miss
him
Hunter.
back.
I can't miss Hunter crossing the finish line, but this is too good.
Oh, don't do that. Don't drive it into the sand.
I'm trying to find Hunter. Oh, Hunter is.
He's going around turn 15
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, he's got a little. So what we'll do is we'll watch this for a little bit, and then we'll make sure we see Hunter cross the start finish line.
Oh, there he goes. There goes
forward.
Sean.
We got a traffic jam. We've got a traffic jam across the board here. All right, Hunter is getting ready to cross the start finish line, so let's go watch him finish up here and take the win. There he goes.
I don't know if I can put the pressure on Booker. He might. I might get P2 back. I doubt
I'm
it.
about to say. All you gotta do is
Hunter
send
Hughes taking the
send it
checker
down into
flag in the grass and back on track.
Chris, all you gotta do is send it down into turn 18 and 19, and you'll be fine.
You know, I did that earlier to John, and I felt bad for it. I think Booker's got the experience over me here.
Well, you never know.
It's a wet
You
track.
never know.
Still wet. Officially.
Oh, like John just spun again.
All right, so we're gonna watch this. This is gonna be our best battle here. Let's see if we get a better camera view of all this.
Oh, Chris! Chris!
Oh!
Oh!
Yeah.
Good job, dude.
I tried to cross him over.
Almost.
Good job, dude. You did, all things considered, you did really good. Good job.
All right, Derek Booker P2, Chris Fuge P3, John Miles coming across here P4.
Oh my gosh. Who? Was that Wesley? Yes.
And here comes Colton.
Where's
Yeah.
Hunter at?
Now
I'm
I
trying
gotta
to get
figure out
beside
this
Hunter.
weekend's what's wrong with this stupid score ticker. Why it just broke all of a sudden. Yeah, ATVO just did this big update where they migrated you to their like new launcher. And it's like that was, you know, decently well, but then you take it into an official setting, now it's not working. And like it was the last time I used it, but you know, it is what it is. Alright. Colton comes
Holy
across
crap.
P5 and Robert Braden
Okay.
Lewis.
Do we want to take guesses on the White Sox and Kansas City Royals score from tonight's game real quick?
The White Sox Kansas City Royals score. Let's go 16-14. I don't know.
Chris, you got a guess?
For the score, I have no idea, but I hope the White Sox lose.
As
you're gonna be royally disappointed.
Oh.
White Sox 22, Kansas City Royals 1.
Oh. Yeah, they got that whole Pope thing going right now. That.
Yeah, that's insane. That should be illegal having the Lord on your side.
Yeah, like having the Pope on your side. This is not fair.
I hope that the White Sox used up all their runs tonight because that's who I'm going to go see the Orioles play on Wednesday.
I need the White Sox to forget how to play baseball again.
They put up 10
Yeah,
runs
right.
in the third inning.
So
Okay.
before
Well-
we wrap up with interviews really quick, I'm going to take this time really quick to promote our next charity
Oh,
event.
yeah, go for it.
So we at SMR and FR, we are going to be hosting a full-length NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series race at Bristol Motor Speedway Saturday, July 25th. The session will open at 8:30 p.m. That's when practice will start. And this is the first time I'm announcing this period because I haven't even said anything in the SMR charity event Discord. I haven't said anything to anyone else overall. This is the first time that anyone is hearing about this. We are going to be doing a full-length Craftsman truck race at Bristol in honor of Kyle Busch. The proceeds that is raised from this event will be donated to the Bundle of Joy Foundation. So they will be going straight to Samantha and Kyle's foundation. If you are interested in it, feel free to reach out to myself, Chris, or Colton on Discord. The entry fee for this race is $10.
Or they can
for
message the SMR Instagram account.
Or they can also message SMR Instagram account or at J Barker Racing on Instagram as well. They could message us on there as well. So, honey, I'm trying to promote here. You can't be crying for me right now.
Was that the wife or the cat?
That's my cat. If my wife was doing something like that, I'd be very concerned.
I can't hear it on this end. But...
No, my cat was crying for me to be let into the bathroom door for some reason. Anyway, $10, full length Craftsman Truck Series race, July 25th, in honor of Kyle Busch. Proceeds are going to the Bundle of Joy Foundation. It is not mandatory to do this, but we would like for everybody to run Kyle Busch paint schemes. Tomorrow, as I am talking about this, tonight is, well, I guess it's tomorrow now for us on the East Coast. It's Saturday, June 27th. I will be sending out the event info, the sign-up sheet when I can, to the Discord, so people will start signing up for it, sending all those entry fees over to Colton. And so on the sign-up sheet, we have I've added an area where you can put what paint scheme, like Kyle Busch paint scheme, you want to request to you, so nobody adds duplicates. We want to have as many Kyle Busch paint schemes on track. It could just in honor of him, in memory of him. So if you have a favorite paint scheme and would like to run this race, make sure you sign up, get your entry fee over to Colton. It's $10, like I said. And yeah, just message the SMR Racing on Instagram or myself, J Barker Racing on Instagram, or if you have Discord, you can message Chris, myself, or Colton, and we will get you set up to enter the event. Like I said, it's $10 to enter the event.
Awesome. And we will be broadcasting that right here. We're still working out the final details of it, so we hope you tune in and donate and even better participate, just to raise money for a good charity in honor of a legend of the sport. All right, so Hunter Hughes is in the booth with us. Good evening, Hunter, and congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
How was the track? It was a little
Wet.
wet.
Yeah.
But some good crash of the week candidates tonight, but you had a little bit of a bump there, but not too bad.
Yeah, right before the pit stop, I actually got loose going up the hill and nosed it into the wall, but it didn't kill the car, so I was able just to limp it around for like 2 laps. But yeah, all that Watkins Glen. Last weekend I ran the Watkins Glen 6 hour with Chad Winstead, and 90% of my stint was in the rain. So I've had plenty of rain practice in the past 2 weeks. So I was perfectly ready for tonight.
Oh man. Yeah, well, I mean, at least your Watkins Glen 6 hours didn't end like, Tyler Cheney's and going viral on Instagram.
We
Oh,
finished fourth in our class and 17th overall, so
not
it was a
bad at
pretty
all.
good day.
Not bad at all. All right, so
Before we start the next interview,
yeah,
my cat has decided that he wants to crawl around on my desk right now, so he's carefully navigating my monitor. He's going behind my monitor right now, and
at least you're
he's
not.
going around my wires.
That's
Um,
still we
bastard.
one of our early broadcasts of Wednesday Night Dash. Hunter, you might remember this. The broadcast went completely dead. Like I don't know, with about 75% of the way through the race. And this was back when Kendall was still doing the broadcast, and said his cat walked across the power strip and shut the power off to his rig mid
Jesus.
broadcast.
Um.
So the broadcast just
Oh.
goes dead, and he's like frantically getting back in and gets back in for like the final lap.
Oh, and really quick, I just wanted to shout out Lambros. We miss you. We love you. Hope that you're back sometime soon. I hope you're back for IRWS, brother. We're
far as I
looking
know, he
forward
will
to
be.
having you back sometime.
That's my understanding. He will be. So I don't know. Eric's been dealing with that. So yeah, I'm just glad. I think I'm back on a normal schedule again after 3 weeks of just being everywhere but here. So.
Yeah.
So hopefully, my appearances will become regular again after this horrible month. But yeah. So again, thank you everybody for tuning in. Tuesday night will be the Great American Thunder 100 live right here on Stadium Scene TV. It's free to enter. If you want to come out and check out the Indy Next car and do 40 laps around the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, good way to kick off the holiday week next week. And Wednesday Night Dash is off for the holiday, and we will see you back the following week with 2 to go. We're heading to Iowa Speedway next, and Bottom Split will be back on the 13th. So big schedule coming up. We're ramping after kind of a quiet June. We're going to be ramping back up in a hurry, and our next Friday night race will be July 10th at Road America. So, whoops, wrong one. That one. So we will see you here back on Friday night here in a couple of weeks. On that note, for Jacob Barker and myself and our guests hopping in between Hunter and Tyler Cheney and Chris Fuge jumping in, thank you very much, and we'll see you Tuesday night.
Have a good night.